Hey, so welcome to the Activate Your Soul Purpose podcast. I'm your host, Ina Claggette, and today I wanted to talk to you about winter energetics, right? So, we all know that the winter season is our time to like rest, restore, and recover from all the hustle and bustle of the previous months, right? I also know that since we know that, a lot of us still don't listen, right? We don't listen. We're still caught up on the just being active and doing. It's like it never ends. And some of us feel like if we don't keep going, then we'll fall behind. We'll lose track of our momentum. We'll fall out of balance. Or, if we're working on a goal or something like that, or even our own businesses, then we'll just fall behind. That is so not true. I want to encourage people to live according to the natural cycles and seasons of life because this is the opportune time to be supported. This is God's given time for us to be energetically supported. I mean, this is the time. I mean, from everything from just the timing of the day. First of all, we're not giving all day like we are like in the spring and the summer. That's the time when we can work a little longer, push a little bit more, for those that are energetically aligned. But that's the time for work. This is the time for rest. We get a window of time during the day when the sun is up to do a little bit more active movement, get things done, work, and all of that. But then the rest of the time, which is a lot of time, we're giving to just rest, sleep, recover, restore, right? So we need to like get in tune with that. That way we are more in balance, we're more refreshed, we have more energy in the upcoming season, and we're not like, damn, like I'm still tired. I'm still fucking tired. It's because we did not allow that time for rest. We did not stop and pause. And we really can get into alignment with this. Um, we really can get into alignment with this. Uh, we can do that because energetically as a whole, whether we're conscious of it or not, we still are moving a little slower than we usually are. We're kind of forced to, but if we can tap into being more intentional about how we use our energy, man, just think about how much more restored and energized you'll feel, and more complete, and you feel like, I feel rested. Like, okay, I can go. I think about this like when I'm cleaning up the house or whatever, or I have something to do. Something that I know needs to get done, like cleaning up the house, but I'm fucking tired. And I'm like, shit, it's taking everything out of me just to get up and at it. As opposed to when I actually allow myself to rest, like say I wait till the next damn day, like shit is gonna be dirty. I'm gonna leave it here because I'm not even. This is gonna take way longer than it's supposed to. I'm feeling like this is fucking like climbing up a mountain right now. That's how I'm feeling about this. I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna do something that's relaxing or wait till tomorrow. And usually when I allow myself to do that without guilt, without shame, without judgment, and I'm like, look, I'm fucking tired. So I'm fucking tired. I'm not going to push against this. When I put my foot down and I allow myself that time and I do rest, and then the next time when I get up to get the task done, I get that shit done so fast. So fast. I can see the pathway. I can see how I want to organize things. What's the flow of things, and I just get in there and I execute and I get the shit done, and I don't even feel like I use all my energy to do it. I was able to get the shit done. So that's what I mean about allowing yourself that time to rest in this season, to so that you can do the work that you're meant to do and that you want to do, right? Something else that came to mind for me as I was telling you that was rest looks different for everybody. Rest looks different for all of us. Rest may not be you laying around the house just not doing anything, sleeping all day. And that may not be your form of rest. Like we all got different ways that looks to us, but the whole purpose is, are you resting? Are you just push it out, and are you like jam packed? So resting means like maybe reduce your output of things you're producing. Maybe don't move as fast as you normally would. Don't overbook yourself. Don't fill your days up with shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's allowing spaciousness, right? It doesn't mean don't exercise. It doesn't mean sleep all day. It doesn't mean that. It's just like light things. Keep it light, and use the daylight hours as like your beginning and end point, right? So maybe you want to rise with the sun and stop at sunset, right? And allow yourself that space and time to kind of do your work, but don't like sit up here and be like, I gotta work. I gotta make sure I gotta beat the sun, like get everything in. It's not about that. It's like, how am I going to intentionally do this? Like, do some work. What's really important to me to like really put my energy towards, and then I'm gonna chill. And then how am I going to chill? And if I do want to chill during the day, what does that look like? Maybe more walks, light walks, maybe more journal prompts, things like that. So it's just understanding what time it is, what God has provided for us as far as our what is energetically provided to us at this time. And the beauty of it is we have 3 months of that, right? And I know we just got done with the Christmas and all of that, but maybe you want to rethink that next year. Contemplate now that that's over. Was it worth it? Like, did you feel good about that? Like, like, did you feel like you was fucking resting, or were you like, like, okay, don't beat yourself up if you feel like I could have passed on that, right? Like, if you feel like you could have passed on that, then, be honest, keep it real, and reflect, because this is a time of reflection. See how you want to use your energy differently next year, right? Because we're given 3 months. And the beauty of it is you still got 2 full, fresh months to really tap into this. You got time to rest. 2 months, 60 fucking days to get your shit in order, okay? 60 days. That's perfect. So use this guide that I'm going to link below to help you tap into this damn ass energy and get yourself recovered and restored, because trust and believe me, we're going to have some shit to do next year. And we got fucking, 120 days? Well, no, even more than that, because 180 days to be working. So you need to take your 60 days and rest and recover, because not only is next year going to be a fire horse year where you're going to be working, right? You're going to be fucking working. Workhorse, like, that's the energy of that. It's getting things done. We're going to be in a momentum, but we already naturally have that energy. It's going to be a little bit more amplified. So rest, recover, restore. Okay. In the guide, I also go into, because I'm a human design. I study human design and I use it in the work that I do. So I'm an energy practitioner. So I'm very much in tune with the energy of our natural seasons and cycles, and the energy of you specifically as a person, because although we're influenced as a collective by, the sun, the moon, and the stars, all the things, seasons and cycles that we all are impacted by, but we all experience them and deal with them differently. We all come with our own preset tools and rhythms and flow. And then we also have, and then all of us actually have certain elements that we have to bring in to our energetic being to kind of stay in balance, right? So as a very, very simple tool that you can do on yourself, I want you to just look at or focus on your sun sign, right? Your sun sign, like for instance, I'm a Capricorn sun. Your sun sign makes up 70% of your energy, right? So we're very familiar, we're very conscious of our sun sign. But I want you to look at the energy of your sun sign. Like, is it an earth? Focus on the element. Is it an earth element? Is it a fire element? Is it a water element? Is it an air element? And then I want you to also look at the astrological makeup of the winter season. So the astrological setup of winter is you have a cardinal earth, which is Capricorn. You have a mutable air. You have a cardinal earth. You have a fixed air, which is Aquarius. And you have a mutable water, which is Pisces. So you have earth, air, and water. Those are the elements of the season. Now the mode, like cardinal, mutable, and fixed. Those are just to show you like what's consistent, what's going to change, and what is going to usher in the new season. So cardinal Earth, Capricorn, is the first zodiac sign of the winter time. That's ushering in the winter season. Then you have your fixed air, which is the Aquarius energy. That's going to be pretty consistent. We're going to be dealing with that consistent energy of the season. And then we have the mutable water, which is going to change, snow, rain, things like that. Like the actual element is going to be experienced. Then we take it into what are these elements and these signs represent energetically, right? So Earth, we all know Earth is solid, it's structure, it's stability, it's still, it's grounded. We all know that air represents, your mental mind, the mind and thought. And then the water is like our dreams and our emotions, our feelings. So we do naturally experience these energies every year. So we're called to rest, restore, and recover, rejuvenate our bodies. That's the earth element. Just like let's get grounded, let's get centered, let's rest, let's be still. And then we naturally are all thinking about next year. We're thinking, right? We're in our minds. We're envisioning about the future. We're planning. We're doing our vision boards. We're reflecting on the year. We're in our minds a lot more. Because we have more time, we're not as active. Even though some of us are still pushing against the fucking flow of life, you still are experiencing it. So that's another reason why you might want to chill, because you're doing this, and it's like, you're meant to you're meant to do this, and you are doing this. I want to rest. I'm slowing down. If I can slow down, I got a lot on my mind thinking, and then you're like, no, but I gotta go. I gotta keep going. I gotta get. And it's like, and so it's like, fucking put that shit down and let's go into flow, and then work on. It's not gonna come overnight because we're not used to living in alignment. Circadian rhythm, living according to the seasons, the moon cycles and shit like that. That's the natural order of things. We're meant to be consistent. Always the same, but none of us are fucking the same, especially women. We are not the fucking same, okay? We got menstrual cycles. We got all kind of shit that changes our hormonal state, our state of mind. It's a lot. I mean, all of us, males and females, but those that are women with reproductive systems and hormonal shit, we change, okay? We are not consistent. We do not wake up with the same shit every day. But anyway, that's another podcast episode. But based on the seasons, we have that where we're in our minds, we're thinking about the future, we're doing vision boards and planning, right? And then we also are dealing with the change of our emotions and our feelings, right? As we reflect, as we plan, as we're sitting with our thoughts and sitting still, we're going to be feeling a lot of different things, right? So this is all happening for us, and it's all good because we're like thinking about things and feeling them. We're increasing our awareness. Which allows us to move differently. Moving forward in the next year, in the next seasons, right? So you want to allow these fluctuations in your energetic state, and allow for the grounded states to exist, and allow for your mind to ponder and dream, because that's the time that we have. That's what we're doing right now. So going back to your astrological sign, your sun sign, that's going to be 70% of your energy, right? So going back to my example, me as an example, I am Earth, right? So I have a lot of the winter energetics. This is my time. Like, I am loving the stillness right now, because that's the natural energetic state that I have. I'm very much grounded. I'm calm. I'm peaceful. I like to rest. This is my time. But we're all, no matter the zodiac sign, I shouldn't say no matter the zodiac sign, but the energetic state of the wintertime, it's missing fire, right? Fire is the passion, it's the actual physical movement. So it's like exercising, it's passion, it's energy, it's vitality, it's transformation, it's doing things. That's fire energy. So winter does not have that. It does not have that energy at all. There's no fire in there. So that tells you that it's not time for that type of fire element. However, it does come into you as a person in your energetic field, because I am majority earth. And so I'm majority earth. We're in an earth dominant season. So I can probably lean more into overdoing it in the earth sign, like sleeping a little bit too much to where you can become ill. I've done that before, where I just kind of was like a little queasy, like probably slept a little bit too long. You need some movement. That's stagnant energy. And usually like the queasiness in my sacral energy center, which is the center of fire and movement and action and vitality, like that can become so stagnant to where it's just like it actually makes you feel sick. At least I've experienced that in my body. I'm like, that's the time I need to move. My body is not in balance. I feel off, and it's usually in my gut, my stomach. Like I need to move this energy out. So that's where you would want to bring in a little bit of that fire element. And that would require me to go out for a light walk. So just a little bit of fire. I'm not trying to make it spring. I'm not trying to make it spring, and I ain't trying to make it summer. That is not the mission. It's to stay in the season. But what do I need? I need a little bit of warmth. Right? I need to be warm. I don't need to be hot. I just need to be a little warm. So that's a nice little walk. That's me walking my dog in the neighborhood, or just taking a walk. Just a nice, wonderful walk out in the sun. So I'm outside. I'm getting the sun element, the energy of the sun on me. I'm lighting up the energy within my body by the light walk and the movement. And it could also be any kind of light physical movement. But for me, I really like to go outside. It could be some restorative yoga, just something to get your body moving. So you need to learn in this guidebook that I provided. It'll allow you to kind of get in tune with your body, get in tune with yourself, and see that there's different ways to bring yourself into balance. Another way that I could increase light in the fire element in the winter season for me as an earth sign is to at night, instead of it just being pitch black, that can probably make me a little sad, hence the water element, emotions and things like that. The fire element to kind of keep me in alignment will be like lighting, like warm lights at night, candles, lighting my fireplace, making it warm and cozy. That's lighting up the fire in my heart and bringing warmth to my environment. Another way is to invite fire into an earth energetic being like myself, would be like warm beverages. So my coffees, like my coffees, my warm tea, adding more spice to my food just to kind of warm me up, right? Those types of things. So just want you to get in practice every season, to get into alignment with what you already possess and where you might want to add a little bits and pieces of the different elements to bring you back into balance. And also looking outside at nature and just kind of being reminded of, this is looking, what are the animals doing? What are the trees? What are the plants doing, right? There's not a lot growing right now, which takes life force energy, which takes fire. Fire is, like, again, energy, movement, transformation, which is growth. A lot of the action is taking place inside of our homes, inside of our bodies, being still, preparing, restoring, recovering, keeping things safe and kept until the next season. And as far as the foods and stuff that we receive from nature, we're given root vegetables, so lots of root vegetables, things that are cultivated inside the ground, inside the earth element, going inward. We're able to partake in those and enjoy those foods at this time. Even the medicinal medicines, because I'm an herbalist as well. When I go outside, what's available for us to harvest? Evergreen trees that are going to be with us all season long. But specifically, I think about the pine, the pine tree, with the pine cones and the pine needles. Like the whole tree is, we can use the whole tree as medicine, right? It's giving not only shelter to the animals, but medicine for us. So in the wintertime, first of all, the pine tree produces vitamin C no matter what. But guess what? In the wintertime, when we need it the most, it is the most available to us. It has a higher concentration of vitamin C. So, if you're an herbalist, you can, and you're aware of this kind of, you know how to wildcraft ethically and safely, sustainably. This is definitely out here in the Southeast in abundance. You can go out and get you some of the fresh pine that may have fallen off onto the ground, or you can harvest some of the needles straight off the tree and make some teas with it, right? I already mentioned, if you're not going out wildcrafting, you can go to the stores and get you some root vegetables, partake in that, because all of that is giving us everything we need in this time. Citrus is, a lot of people may not realize it, but citrus is a winter fruit, right? It's highly available, and it's a lot of it is on sale because it is a seasonal fruit. And what is that giving us? Vitamin C. So it's like we are supported by nature, by God, with the timing and the resources and the tools that we need to survive, thrive, and shine and recover in this season. So in the workbook that I provided down in the link below, we'll go into all of these details to help you get into alignment with this season. And I highly encourage you to use it, because it is going to support you in these next 60 days. And I really want you to focus on making sure you're getting the rest that you need so that you can thrive and shine in the new year, right? Because it is right around the corner. So let's get our plans in order. Let's get our bodies restored and recover, and we will be ready for the new year, okay? So y'all take care, and I will see you next time, and enjoy the gift.